Oh my God! I made a video about a week or so ago, and the gist of it was that you're going to lose about a third of your life if you've been drinking as an alcoholic, or you've been drinking heavily since your teenage years, and maybe you're getting to the point where you're middle age. Statistically, from the American Medical Association and some other sources as well, roughly women will live, or actually men will live between 48 and 56. Women a little bit longer, between 52 and 58, statistically on the averages. Now, I don't know if I had a lot of people who watched this video and didn't really watch it all the way through, certainly didn't get the gist of it. But yes, there will be anomalies where someone may have a genetic disposition where their liver and their organs hold out a little bit better than the average, and they can live a little bit longer than that. There's also people who won't live that long. There's people who live and die in their 20s and 30s. From alcoholism. So there are averages, and the meeting in the middle is somewhere in your late 40s to late 50s on average for men or women. It's not a whole lot of life. You're losing 24 to 32 years on average. Unfortunately, I got about 1 million comments similar to this, and let's delve into this a little bit. And the whole gist of these kind of comments, not just this particular one, but this is just really an average one where people just didn't understand, and they just wanted to say, basically, well, I had a grandparent or grandmother that lived into their 80s, 90s, or beyond, and they drank, a case of beer every day, and they smoked and they drank, and, they were perfectly fine, which, we all know that's just a bunch of nonsense. There's no way anybody would have a particularly good life if they're drinking into their 80s and 90s, and why are they doing that anyways? Eventually you're going to have some serious health issues, probably struggling with some form of depression or anxiety. There's some reason why you're drinking heavily into those later years. Obviously you've never really dealt with your alcoholism, you've never dealt with your issues. And what I'm getting at, it's not something that anybody wants to shoot for, and certainly you don't want that person to be an influence on their children, their grandchildren, and their great-grandchildren. It's not a legacy that you want to uphold or be proud of in any way, shape, or form. And if you think about it, who wants to be remembered as the person who drank all the time, whether or not they live to be 80 or 90 or 100? What's the point of that? What's the influence on your family? You're kind of the poster child for the culture of your family, and those things get passed down genetically and culturally. Not something to be proud of, certainly not something to shoot for. But to go back to the original point, if you are drinking from the age of 13 to 20, when most people start their alcoholic career, your life expectancy is going to be statistically much shorter than the national average, which is in the 80s. Women live to be around 82, men somewhere around 79 on average, and you're going to lose a chunk of your life. There's a high probability, and that's really the point. It's not really as a deterrent, it's for a reality, and this is something that families and alcoholics have to look forward to. The whole point of it is to do something about it, take action, get help, so that you can live a longer and healthier mentally and physically life than you would if you continue down the path of alcoholism. And again, please like, share, and comment. We also have a Facebook group called Amanda, A Cautionary Tale of Alcoholism. It's become a very good support group. We talk about these issues and so much more. And again, if you're ready, click on the link above, schedule a breakthrough call. I've helped a lot of alcoholics, and just as importantly, I've helped their families. And we have a whole coaching program to help people with that. And again, thanks for listening.